can't feel like that long ago, can it? When you were doing good work in the community.
My name is Charles Curtis. I am writer and director of a new play called Strings, premiering in New York City, December 19th and 20th at Shetler Studios and theaters. The play was really inspired by Trayvon Martin and other nameless black men who have been gunned down and killed over the years. And I knew I wanted to do something to honor that memory. I knew that I wanted to do something to really speak to the hearts and minds of those who are feeling the same way that I am. And so I wrote this show, Strings.
You ever been to the hood, bro? Not that gentrified, done up facsimile of what the hood now is. I mean the real hood. I mean the hood, they're too scared to try to move white people in. The hood cops won't even go. I'm not talking about driving through either. I mean actually been. Taking a walk through the neighborhood, spend some time, talk to people. Inhale deep.
The show Strings was born out of, like the emotions that many of us are feeling in the past couple of days, which is kind of hurt,
running around the open fire,
confusion,
watching the old
disappointment, and
people
anger,
talking shit to one another, taking in the sights and sounds.
It wasn't
of what
until
it is to live poor.
the verdict was handed down in the Mike Brown case that I really found the words to describe this show. When you're thinking about writing a show, when you're thinking about how to market it, and how best to describe it, you try to find the most interesting way to talk about it without giving away all the best secrets. And it wasn't until then that I really decided, or really that I found out what this show is about. Strings is about a man who is set to die, who's set to be executed in a couple of hours for protecting his community.
You then killed everyone in the gang, one by one. One in the back, one in the head, just like poor little Chanel. Except they didn't have the money you stole by all these dead bangers to pay for the multiple surgeries and lengthy hospital stays. No, you just shot him. And moved on to the next one. The next one. The next one. All the way up the ladder till you got to the tippy top. Patience. You did him extra special. Not your normal one model. You took your time with him. Let it linger a bit, I imagine.
And so the verdict comes down for Mike Brown, and yet again, we're all feeling hurt and confused and disappointed and angry, and all of these emotions we can't really quantify, we can't really describe. And coming into rehearsal the very next day, I knew that my actors felt the same way, because this piece was born out of that.
Sit and watch that community wither and die. Like watching cancer slowly kill someone you know. What would you do? How far would you go?
And he knows that the murder of 13 people is not a good thing, and he doesn't deny it. And so enjoy. And I hope that you're able to come see this new work. I hope you're able to come and support this brand new play, Strings, premiering December 19th and 20th at Shetler Studios and theaters, 254 West 54th Street. Tickets normally are $20, but for the remainder of the month, I am putting tickets on sale with the coupon code Mike Brown for $15. Not because it's a sale, but because this story and stories like this need to be heard. And if giving a couple extra dollars helps you hear this story, helps you heal, I think it's worth it. I'm Charles Curtis, writer and director of the new show Strings, premiering December 19th and 20th, 2014. 254 West 54th Street, Shetler Studios and Theaters.